प्यारे मित्रों, नमस्कार, सुप्रभात, my dear friend, good morning. Welcome to Accounting Basic for class 11-12 BCom, BBA, MBA and CA. आज हम लोग अकाउंटिंग बेसिक की बात करेंगे। ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि ये किसी भी क्षेत्र के लिए, चाहे क्लास 11-12 बीकॉम, बीबीए, एमबीए या सीए हो या किसी भी व्यावसायिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए अकाउंटिंग बहुत ही आवश्यक होता है। तो आज हम लोग अकाउंटिंग बेसिक के बारे में बात करेंगे। माय डियर फ्रेंड, माई सेल्फ इज डॉक्टर बैद्यनाथ राम प्रजापति, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर। आई डिड PhD, MCom, MBA Finance, CA Final, BCom Honors, and I have also headed the Department of Management Studies and the Department of Humanities at JSS Academy of Technical Education, Noida, which is affiliated to APJ Abdul Kalam University, Lucknow, and also associated to and affiliated to uh, AICTE. So, my dear friend, we are proceeding for the accounting basic. So today just we are taking the introduction. I have Badnath and Company. I am the proprietor of this company. The basic job is we are advising to the different companies, advisor and accountant, taxation company and accounting matter. Our professional services includes preparation of PAN card, new, old, if there is any change and rectification, income tax return, tax refund, computation of tax, accounting and bookkeeping, registration of trust and societies, company registration and accounting based on tally. And we are also providing educational services, guidance and coaching for this class 11, 12 BCom, BBA, MBA, CA, CS, ICW, Foundation, Inter and Final. The subject we are covering are financial accounting, economics, income tax, statistics, business studies, business law, cost accounting, financial and management accounting, and we are providing comprehensive topic-wise notes, PPT, assignment, question clarification, etc. So my dear friend, we have also running a trust, Vishwa Manav Kalyan Charitable Trust, which is registered under the Trust Act. The registration number is 31385, which is registered in 1989. The address is Y330A, Sector 12, Noida, Gautam Buddha Nagar, Uttar Pradesh, India. And this is also registered under the NGO Darpan, Niti Aayog, Government of India. The main objective of the trust is, मुख्य उद्देश्य जो है इस न्यास का, ट्रस्ट का है, अध्यात्म ज्ञान एवं साधना के माध्यम से मानव में सांप्रदायिक सद्भावना का स्वच्छ वातावरण उत्पन्न करना, ज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए ऐसे धर्म स्थलों का निर्माण करना जहां बिना भेदभाव, रोक टोक के प्रत्येक संप्रदाय के व्यक्ति पूजा पाठ एवं साधना कर सके, मानव के आध्यात्मिक विकास हेतु आध्यात्मिक साधना स्थल, योगाश्रम, व्यायाम स्थल स्थापित करना, वेद गीता आध्यात्मिक ग्रंथों का पठन पाठन के साधन उपलब्ध कराना। ट्रस्ट के मुख्य उद्देश्यों में असहाय, वृद्धा, वृद्ध व्यक्ति, बुढ़ा आदमी एवं अति निम्न वर्ग के व्यक्तियों के लिए सेवा संस्थानों का निर्माण एवं संचालन करना, ये बहुत ही मुख्य काम है। असहाय निर्धन मानव के उत्थान एवं जीविका कमाने के साधन उपलब्ध कराना हेतु योजना एवं संस्थानों का निर्माण एवं चालन करना। आज हम बेरोजगारी से जूझ रहे हैं, ये बहुत ही मुख्य काम है। असहाय निर्धन रोग पीड़ित व्यक्तियों को औषधियाँ, दवाइयाँ, भोजन आदि आर्थिक सहायता करना। सो प्रिय मित्रों, ये हमारा एक छोटा सा संक्षेप विवरण है। हम लोग आगे अब क्वेश्चन आंसर के माध्यम से अकाउंट को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। उसके बाद देखेंगे कि अकाउंट क्या है। प्यारे मित्रों, फॉर हेल्प here is the bank account given, and here are some executive members. The myself, Dr. Baidyanath Ram Prajapati, is the founder executive trustee. Srimati Shobha Rani is the president, and Prince Hriday Alankar is the treasurer. So bank account is Punjab National Bank. Account number is 461300010002164, and there is again IFSC code PUNB 04613330. So this is the small introduction for our activity. Now we are proceeding to have the accounting basics. So first we are going to define what is an account. So one definition of account is record of the general ledger that is used to collect and store debit and credit. So here, my friend, you see here is debit and credit is the basic thing. This is the debit and credit we have to understand. So we will discuss it in very detail. So we are proceeding to the next part. So example, here we have taken a company will have a cash account in which every transactions involving cash is recorded. If the company sells goods for cash, the cash account will be debited and the sales account will be credited. So my dear friend, in very simple term, accounting is the language of business. So with the help of the language, what we are doing, we are conveying the message to the outside world. So likewise, the business is conveying its all the information to outside world with the help of financial statement, that is called cash, cash account, ledger account, trial balance, and the summary of this all thing is called trial balance. With the help of trial balance, we are preparing trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. This is very, very important. So now we are proceeding to the next question. My dear friend, here what does debit signify in our bookkeeping? So here debit can signify an increase in assets and expenses and owner's draw. The debit can also signify decrease in liability, revenue, and owner's equity. So a debit is one half of the bookkeeping double entry system, the other half of is the credit. So a debit is also the amount entered on the left side of T account. So in next slide, we will see the next question. What is T account? So T account is a visual aid used to depict an account in general ledger. Above the top portion of the T account, B account little on the account title on the left side of the base of the T account would be any debit amount on the right side, and the would be the credit amount. So here one simple example is given. So here is the T account, T debit and credit. So next we are proceeding. So what does double entry means? So double entry is the backbone of the accounting. So double entry means that every transaction will involve at least two accounts. For example, if a company borrows money from the bank, the company assets cash is increased and the company liability, notes payable or loan increases. So double entry also require that one account be debited and another account be credited. So now we are proceeding the other very important term in accounting, that is goodwill. So goodwill is the name, fame and reputation of the company. So this is the intangible assets and this is reported in the asset side of the balance sheet. So next, what is bookkeeper and who is bookkeeper? Say bookkeeper is responsible for processing the paperwork for the company business transactions. Bookkeeper are expected to accurate, efficient and knowledgeable about debit and credit. So bookkeeper work is usually overseen by an accountant. So basic task of and role of the bookkeeper is preparation of income statement and balance sheet. Next question we have, what does an accountant do? Accountant का काम क्या है? So accountant is directly involved in preparing an organization financial statement. So now we are proceeding to the other very important thing, that is who is sole proprietor. So here a sole proprietor is the form of business organization that is owned by one person. So basically there are three forms of organization: sole proprietor, partnership and company form of the organization. In the partnership there are more than two persons, and in the company form of organization there are more than many people. So this is the legal entity. So next one is, what is journal and what is journal entry means? It is very important. In accounting and bookkeeping, a journal is a record of financial transaction in order by date. A journal is often defined as the book of original entry. So in manual accounting or bookkeeping system, business transactions are first recorded in journal. Hence the term journal entry. So next, who is debtor and who is creditor? A debtor is a person or entity that owes money. A creditor may be a bank, supplier or a person who has supplied the material or other thing to the organizations. So here one example we have taken. If one borrow rupees 10,000 from bank, you are the debtor and the bank is the creditor. So now there is very important question. What is suspense account? In accounting, if the two sides of the trial balance does not match and we have to prepare the final account, so the difference is firstly we are putting in account that is known as suspense account, and after then finding the suspense account we are rectifying it, we are closing it. So next, very important, what is accounting is equation? In accounting, debit must be equal to the credit or assets must be equal to liability plus owner's equity. So here the accounting equation is the base of the bookkeeping and accounting. My dear friend, now we are proceeding to the next. What is nominal account in accounting? So there are three types of account: personal account, real account and nominal account. So nominal account is the income and expenditure account, and real account is the assets account, and personal account related to the individual persons. So next we are proceeding. What is petty cash? In big organization, a small cash is given to the petty cashier to maintain day to day or to do the day-to-day activity. And there is an imprest system as well, because this money is given in advance to the petty cashier. So it is called imprest system. So next one is, what is meant by event after the balance sheet date? There are certain events which is occurring after the balance sheet date. If that is very important and material, that will be recorded in the balance sheet. This is very, very important. So next one is, what is accounting cycle? Very important. So here it is a process that includes identifying, collecting, analyzing documents and transactions, recording the transactions in journal, posting the journalized amount to account in the general and subsidiary ledger, preparing trial balance, preparing the financial statement, recording and posting closing. So this all is included in our accounting cycle. My dear friend, next one is, what is trial balance? as we have already discussed, we have the journal, we have the cash book for recording cash transaction, journal for recording any other transaction other than the cash transaction, and after then we are preparing the summary, that is called ledger. After preparation of the ledger, we are testing arithmetical accuracy. For that we are preparing the trial balance. In trial balance, we are taking the debit balance and the credit balance of from the ledger. If it is matched, we are assuming little bit that our accounting record is correct. So here what is GAAP, what is principles of accounting, very very important, as we have defined that accounting is the language, and for the language there must be a grammar. So principle of accounting is called the grammar of the business. So GAAP is the acronym for generally accepted accounting principles, the basic accounting principles and guidelines such as the cost principle, matching principle, full disclosure account, etc. And principles of accounting refers to the broad underlying concept and guidance that guide accountant when preparing financial statement. It also refers to the basic fundamental accounting principles. So my dear friend, now we are proceeding some of the important accounting principles, assumptions and the concepts, because these are the grammar. If one has to master in accounting, he must understand thoroughly these accounting principles, assumptions and concept. This is the basis, this is the foundation of accounting. So cost accounting, full disclosure, these all are the basic guidelines. So there are also qualities of accounting information such as reliability, relevance, consistency, comparability and cost benefit. My dear friend, just we are moving to the other part. What is budgeting? In accounting, you know, budgeting is the process. This means budgeting is a number of activity performed in order to prepare a budget. Then the question comes, what is budget? A budget is a quantitative detail or plan used as a tool for deciding which activity will be chosen for the future time. So, my dear friend, coming to the next part, what is historical cost? What is capital expenditure and what is revenue expenditure? My dear friend, there are expenditure and income, because in business there are transactions. So transactions includes expenditure and income. So expenditure can be classified under two heads, the capital expenditure and the revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure form the assets. This is the investment in the land, building, plant and machinery. And revenue expenditure is the recurring expenditure which is met to run the business, like salary, depreciation, wages, purchases. So now here there is another question. What is historical cost? It is the cost which is incurred for getting the various types of assets, and at cost in business accounting we are recording whatever may be the value in the market. So my dear friend, we are moving to the next one, that is what is sale and what is revenue. So sale refers to the revenue earned when company sells goods, product and merchandise, and revenue are the amount that business earns from selling goods or providing services to the customer. This also includes the interest income from the investment as well. So next one is what is depreciation and what is gross profit. These all are the basic terms we are using in account. So my dear friend, as we have said that there is a fixed assets which is kept in the business for the long time, but that must decreases in value, that is utilized. Due to its utilization the value goes down. So the reduction in the value of fixed assets is called depreciation, and gross profit is the net sale minus cost of goods sold. So if there is a sale of rupees 60,000 and cost of goods sold is 39,000. We have profit of 21,000. So what is fixed assets? As earlier we have seen, fixed assets are the company's tangible, non-current assets that are used in the business for operation. So some of the examples are land, building, plant, machinery, furniture, fixtures, vehicles, and the non-tangible assets, goodwill, patent, rights, copyrights, all are included. So what does capitalize means? As earlier we have seen, we have the fixed asset. The word capitalize means the record the amount of an item in balance sheet as opposed to the income statement. So yes, now we are, what is capital expenditure versus revenue expenditure? We have already